Hello. Hi everyone. Hi. How are you guys? So today, welcome to a Friday Live. Today we're going to be painting a winter landscape. So let's begin. I am just waiting for few more people to join in. Till then, welcome to the class. I'm Nilofer, a watercolor artist, and it's, it's all winter paintings. We're going to be doing 4 live sessions, 4 different types of painting every Friday at 5:30. So we might do 5 o'clock or 5:30 next week, and next week probably we'll be doing on a Thursday. So let's begin. This is what we are going to be painting today, and I'm going to keep it aside over here. And let's start. So I'm going to add a very small masking tape around. If you don't have a masking tape, you can also use a sellotape, which is also pretty good, right? And masking tape or a sellotape or a scotch tape is easier to work with, so you can either use one of these. So I'm using a very small size of paper. It's a block. I really like using this paper for practice. This is a Bohong cotton paper, academy paper, and really good too. So I'm using this. I've used this paper quite a few times in my older videos. You should check out my old videos where I have some basic tutorials. So if you are new to watercolors, if you're just beginning out with watercolors, I have a couple of tutorials on the channel where you can see and brush up your basics. Since I don't have a very big canvas, a big sheet, I'm just doing a very small little area of masking tape. So this is a glue pad which is glued all 4 sides, and if you have something like this, even if you don't mask your paper, it's still fine. If you do, it's better. I mean, if you don't do, it's fine, because the paper will not buckle and come up. So oops, this is small. So reason why we always add a masking tape around a paper is so that the paper doesn't buckle up and rise, and there's no folds in the paper when you are painting. That's one of the reasons why we add masking tape. Okay, but on a glue sheet like this, you don't need to do it. But since I am assuming a lot of you joining in will be using a single sheet, that's why I am masking my paper from all 4 sides. So for today's landscape, we are going to be doing the winter wonderland, snowy field, snowy mountain areas. Here the whole picture looks like as if there is a lot of snow and we don't know how it's going to come in. So we have to create a impression of the snow, the impression of the white, and use the paper white well to our benefit. Hello. Hello Jonita, how are you? I am good. Thank you for joining and yet another live. Okay, so what I am doing first is I'm just wetting the whole surface. Now in this image, there are 2 ways of doing this painting. One is where you can directly take the image, you can directly take the photo. Sorry, I lost. You can directly paint without doing any kind of sketching. You can just take the paints and directly start off, because it's a very easier and a simple painting. or you can do some outlines of the line if it confuses, if you are new and if you're confused by how the mountains should come and stuff. So since I've already added water, I'm going to just quickly take some tissue paper and wipe off my water. So I intended to go directly, but then I thought it would be better if I just do a basic sketch. So let's do a basic sketch. Alright, so let's start. What I'm going to do is I am going to do one light mountain on the top. So my sketching will be a little lighter because I don't want to make any dark impression first. Reason being, we're going to be using a lot of light colors to create the effect of snow. So we don't want to, and then down. So creating very light, basic impression. We are going to be using watercolors, and the colors that we'll be using for the mountain is ultramarine blue, or you can also use Persian blue. Probably if you have ultramarine, that is much better because you could get more better results with ultramarine blue. So whenever we are doing with working with any colors, there's always types of there's always two schemes of colors. Well, it's a cooler blue, cooler colors. Another one is a warmer colors. So ultramarine works very well as a warm, cool blue, creating a nice warm texture in the blue, but it still gives you that nice cool effect of the snowy area, snowy regions. Okay. So here I've created a layer. You can see it's very light and it's hardly visible basically. It's just a guideline to understand that where my brush and my strokes have to end, where I have to pour the color in. So here I'm going to do the tree and another one tree here. Okay, that's it. Done my marking. I'm going to re-wet the area. I'm using a mop brush. You can use a flat brush too to wet the whole space. So before we begin, just a quick thing that we'll be doing it quite a fast technique for this, because we want to cover major of the whole painting while the whole space is wet. So you would have to work a little faster with me. For the top, I'm using a Payne's grey color. Just there, drop in. Make sure when you're dropping in, you know the amount of color is very light. Just swipe the brush from left to right. Make sure you do not cover the whole area because we want to keep the white space intact. Now I'm taking some grey, that is Payne's grey, and just applying it below where you've applied your blue. Okay, and then pick up some color. Now for the sky, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some phthalo blue, or you can take a cobalt blue or phthalo blue for the sky, and just do a nice swap through on the top area. Okay, now see how the colors have flown in. I'm going to pick up the book and let it sweep a little down. It's fine. So when you pick up the book or your pad and you let it sweep down, the color gradually comes down and you get a nice effect like this. I'm going to take some Payne's Grey. I'm going to take a thinner brush. I'm going to take some thin brush. Sorry, I just was not able to find the brush. Yep, I'm just going to drop in where the mounts are here. I'm going to drop in some Payne's Grey. Let it be semi-wet. It's better. Hello, Mustafa. Hi, Tamanna. Thank you for joining. So let it be semi-wet, it's fine, and if it's just spreading out like this, it's okay. It'll add into your effect. And yes, next week we probably we'll be doing it at 4 o'clock, since 4 o'clock on a Thursday. And yeah, now I'm going to add the bigger one here. Next week live, don't forget to join in. Thank you. I'm glad you find them easy to follow. Do share some. Do comment in the videos and let me know what you've tried. Thank you so much. I've been seeing your comments too. Okay, and yes. So here I'm adding 2 of them, a little deeper pine trees. And here I'm adding the shadow of this pine tree, okay, which is a little far away, so it is a little bigger. And this one is going to be a little smaller. Okay. Finally, here one more. The pine tree. So the one that is closer to you will be more darker than the one that is a little far away. Yes, we post a lot of art photos on Instagram. My handle is me with a pencil on Instagram too. Okay. So I'm taking a damp brush now. It's totally damp. There's no color in it, and I'm going to swipe through on the top, creating a white space. Okay. White lines just like that, and some drizzle lines. It's a very light one, so just for you. Added some color, and I'm blending the color off here. Okay. Now we need to wait. We need to let it dry a little bit before we do the final touch ups. Where are you guys joining from? You could let me know. I would love to know. I am from India. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for it to dry, and also you can use a hair dryer. So I am quickly going to go. Or wait for it to dry. Once it's a little semi-damp, you always check if it is wet or dry from the top back of your paper. Once it is almost drying, or sorry, back of the hand. Oops, sorry, back of your hand. Once it's semi-dry, we can start working on it again. Yeah, I think it's almost drying. Okay, and let's start adding some more details. Like more details, it's going to be some Persian blue with the colors. Use very light color, not too dark. Okay, I'm going to take another brush to pick up some color. So here I'm adding some color, and I'm going to use the damp brush to pick up and bring in, create some depth there. Alright, that is done. Just take the brush and pull the color downwards. Dry brush techniques. The dry brush is when you take some color and run through the paper quite quickly. Alright, let's finally add some darker shade to this. Just use dot techniques and make the lines of the pine tree. Blend the edges. I'm adding some more here too on the top area wherever I've added some trees. Okay. I use Winsor & Newton brand paints and brushes from Art Essential, Kazan brushes from Art Essential, or Escoda brushes. Okay, so here also I've added some dry brush technique. Okay, almost done. Just for flat technique, fun, you can go around and add some more strokes if you want to. Not much, but now finally once everything dries, you can take up some yellow color, that is Naples yellow, and add a very light layer of color on the top, like this, like a glazing technique. This is called as glazing. Since you want to create a little bit of warmth, I'm going to be adding some nice yellow color. If it is too much, you can always go back and pick up some big color from the top. So I'm adding some yellow glazing. Use Naples yellow because that's really nice and softer. Also make sure your whole entire painting has dried for this to come out nicely. Oh, I still have to do here. I forgot. This was a very simple, quick, easy painting. And I hope you guys had fun painting something very quick and easy. So you can paint this on a front of a card and give it to someone, or just paint a little small gift and give it in. Okay, I just forgot to do this one. I can add more if you want to. So next week we're going to be doing a little extensive, a little more difficult one. This was an easy landscape, very easy winter landscape. Next week is going to be a little difficult, so I hope, and a little longer one too. That's going to take some time. So we're going to be starting a little early, probably 4:30 or 4 or 4:30. Sorry, 4 or 4:30, and yes. Oh, I did forget something. Don't forget to sign your paintings. Hope you guys enjoyed the class and loved it. Please do share your work with me. I would love to see all your work. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining in.